Hello everyone watching on YouTube and welcome back to more Megaman Star Force 2 Zerker Saurian. We are going to finish the main game today. Let's get it. I love this Murian music. The Mew music is so good. So I walked around here, by the way, and just fought stuff with the Zenny Finder on, and I still have the Zenny Finder on. I'm going to switch that back to the Star Force power. But as you can see, I'm almost at 100,000 Zenny, so I grinded up a lot of money. Grinding up money here instead of, like, going and fighting Cancer Bubble, I actually, like, it felt like it went faster to me, because, like, the viruses I fight here I can normally kill in one go. Also, Kari, thank you so much for subbing at Tier 2 for 11 months on an 11-month streak, almost at a year. Greatly appreciate the support, thank you. But, so we're loaded on money again for whenever we get done here on Mew, because we're gonna need to, like, buy Search Eyes and Cloakers and stuff, probably. How many of those do we even have right now? Yeah, we've only got 5 Search Eyes and 10 Cloakers. Got a couple of searches other than electric searches, but we're going to need to be buying stuff. We also need to buy that Giga card at the shop, and we're going to have to start buying standard cards that we can't find, like the Versus standard cards, because we're getting to the end of the game. So after we finish the main story here, we are going to get to work on getting all of these standard cards, as well as the Mega cards, the Giga cards, and doing the post-game stuff. You know, we did like 100% on the first Star Force game, other than we didn't do the side quests. In this one, we've been doing the side quests as well, and I would like to finish all of the libraries and do all of the post-game bosses, etc., etc. I think it would be fun. But we're starting by going down here. You might be wondering, like, Chaos, why are you running down here? You're already done in this area. You need to go to the next area for the next puzzle. While I was grinding up stuff, I saw this thing the entire time I was grinding random enemies, but I never went in here because I'm like, I should go in there on stream. I want to know what's in here, even if it's nothing useful, because it's just been staring me in the face for so long. I'm amazed one so small could find his way to Mew. Warrior of the Fallen Star, you must remember to be brave. Okay, thanks. What's this? Yo, a blank card? That's amazingly good. There are only like 10 of those in the game. I didn't know that there was one here on Mew. Oh, there are also giant Mew boys. Hello there. Is that Flicker Kick level 3? It's got to at least be level 2, because level 1 is the blue one. Wow, you moved fast. And now you're dead. Oh, double. Get him. Pixel, welcome to stream. How's it going? At this point, I just want him to release Digimon Survive because I want a new story game. I'm right there with you, brother. 100%, I agree. Darkness Hole? Dang it. That was bad. Ooh, that was almost worse. Nope. Not today, bud. Not today. Yeah, we know Survive isn't a story game, but we're saying that we want them to release Survive so that they'll start making the next story game. Because as long as they're still saying, like, oh, Survive will happen, then they're not going to be making a story game. I didn't know if there'd be another blue data here or not, but I'm glad I looked. I forgot our Queen Ophiuka SP does so much. Got him. Dude, look at that frame. That animation on the Flicker Kick dude is so bad. I love it. Goodbye. Give me a Flicker Kick 2 or something? Oh, that's money. I almost want to put on Card Finder while we're here to try and get Flicker Kick 2 if it is here. I mean, we'll need it for the thing anyway. Nothing else. I'm actually going to put on Card Finder real quick. And I think there is actually a, I think there is a card that, like, uses the Murian guys. So they might have a card. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted to see. I think that this should just be, like, this should be, like, a guaranteed chance at, well, that's not the best I could have done. No, actually, that's okay for Veronicas. I did that too early. I thought one of them would teleport in front of me for that. Oh, and now our charge shot does, like, no damage because Card Finder is the worst thing in the game. Thankfully, their little blinding move does not actually work when we are in our barrier. Very nice. Yeah, Flicker Kick 2. We should go ahead and get, like, a bunch of those. There is a card of the Murians, but I believe it's terrible. Yeah, I think it's bad. Pretty sure you're right. Where are my Flicker Kicks? I have at least one. Wait a minute. Am I blind? Where's my Flicker Kick chip? Oh, the only flicker kick I have is the star card of it. Interesting. In that case... I'm gonna be honest, I think I'd rather have more lightning cards and less normal cards, just to have a flicker kick too here, to be honest. I think. No, I don't want another Cyber Sleuth game. Hacker's Memory and Cyber Sleuth, like, they're good, they're done. The next story game needs to be, like, its own thing. Preferably set in the digital world, but, like, Hacker's Memory is my favorite Digimon game, but I think a sequel to it wouldn't even be that good. I don't think there's really much they can... I mean, it would still be good if it was, like, the same gameplay and all, but no data! I guess you just can't get cards from them. Okay, weird. Maybe the Murian card you can only get a specific way. Do I want to try and get more flicker kicks? Nah, I'd rather just wait until we can get flicker kick 3, to be honest. But I don't want to follow up to either Cyber Sleuth game. I want the next story game to be its own thing. Guys, could you imagine a full-on PS5 remake of Dawn and Dusk with both games combined? Remaking Dawn and Dusk would only be worth it if it wasn't a faithful remake. They would have to, like... They would need to, what am I trying to say? They would need to, like, make it from the ground up, sort of. Like, keep the same base concept and all, but make it better. Yo, I think I needed another Volta guy, too. Give it the Final Fantasy VII Remake treatment? Yeah, I like that. Like, upscale, like, you know, make it more like the Cyber Sleuths in terms of, like, graphics and all that. Like, I would want them to just completely remake the game. And I wouldn't want it to be the, like, I'd want the storyline to follow, like, the same kind of story they had going, but expand on it and make it better. Because there was a lot of neat stuff happening in Dawn and Dusk, like, neat concepts and ideas that they didn't actually, like, follow through because the game was just so short and felt like they were kind of just trying to get it done near the end. I love Dawn and Dusk, don't get me wrong. They were my favorite Digimon games until the Cyber Sleuths came out. Specifically Hacker's Memory. But, those games could have been a lot better. So if they were to remake Dawn and Dusk, I wouldn't want them to feel beholden to what the game originally was. I would want them to take the concept of Dawn and Dusk and just redo it from scratch as if they were making the game for the first time. Huh? Look at all those EM bodies down there. What are these? Wait, they're EM bodies. Yep, they're all alive, just sleeping. Like some cryo sleep. What's cryo sleep? I read about it in a book on space. If you lower a human's temperature, it'll keep them from aging. They use it on spaceships that travel to distant planets. Okay, I think I get what you're saying. How's that? Well, it's just a theory, a game theory, but I think the people of Mu found a way to make a whole bunch of EM bodies. Then once they made a bunch of these EM bodies, they preserved them here or in their version of star carriers. Preserved them? What for? You know what happened to everyone we met who had a Mu star carrier. They got a lot of power to control, right? They were all made for fighting. The people of Mu used EM bodies as weapons to fight with. Wow. The problem is how the heck were they able to make so many of them? There's gotta be a way, I'm sure of it. Let's hurry then. It's too dangerous having this thing floating in the sky. Time to take it out. Get your stylus ready? Oh, don't you worry. I had my stylus out and ready to go as soon as the stream started. There were some problems with Dawn and Dusk, like the restrictive Digivolution routes, but they are still good games. I actually, like, and I've said this about Hacker's Memory and Cyber Sleuth before. Let me read this first so I can get to, like, playing the game. The road shall be open unto those who want and reads, yada yada. Okay, so we gotta get 4 more tablets. I've said this about Hacker's Memory and Cyber Sleuth when playing them. I actually think that they are way too unrestrictive with letting you... We need a sword card. I actually think that too much freedom is actually kind of a bad thing in the Cyber Sleuth games, personally. Like, the fact that realistically you can make any single Digimon into whatever Digimon you want, I think is a little lame. And when they make the next... Wait, we're ninja. We can just do this. When they make the next story game, I want it to be a bit more like Dawn and Dusk. Dawn and Dusk were too restrictive at times, for sure. There needs to be a nice middle ground between how restrictive Dawn and Dusk were and how unrestrictive Cyber Sleuth was. Because I prefer it when you, like, find a Digimon and you get its scan data and you're like, oh, this will let me get Doraemon or something. Dude, look at how fast this is going. Oh, my goodness. So, you know, in Cyber Sleuth, it was literally just like, hey, if you look up, or if you just know, even, if you look up or you know the stuff, like how the Digivolution routes work, you can make... I meant to step to the right and then press A. You can make any Digimon anything. And I'm like, that's a little lame, you know? I shouldn't have done that. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Sorry, I gotta, like, get used to playing the game again. Boop. Anyway. Here's Wonderwall. Oh, you moved! Illegal. Goodbye. I like it better when you get a unique, like when you find a Doraemon in the wild or something, and you're like, oh my goodness, a Doraemon, this means I can get Alphamon, you know what I mean? Instead, in the Cyber Sleuth, it's like, oh, look, this Digimon, if I Digivolve it to this champion, then this ultimate, then degenerate it twice, then it'll Digivolve into Darugamon. So, you know, and you could, oh my word, did you see that? That's gonna be impossible to do. But anyways, so I would prefer if the next story game wasn't quite as open in terms of Digivolution routes as Dawn and Dusk were. But also, I don't want it to be as restrictive as Dawn and Dusk, because Dawn and Dusk gates you out of a lot of neat Digimon. Lol Athmos, welcome to Street. Been watching your vids for a while. Saw Dawn and Dusk, Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory, New Order. Oh, we were just talking about Digimon. Pokemon Conquest, classic. I am always amazed at how many people find me through that Pokemon Conquest playthrough. Is no one else on YouTube playing Pokemon Conquest or has played, like, a long playthrough of Pokemon Conquest other than me? But thank you for watching all the content. Glad you could make it to a stream. Glad to have you. Those Mew who left Earth used EM Warriors to wipe out the invaders. Right. Interesting. Shady Penguin is doing Conquest now, if you know him. I have heard of Shady Penguin. He's like one of the big Poketubers, right? I used to be really into the Poketubing community. And by really into the Poketubing community, I don't mean that, like, I was a part of it, because I was never a Poketuber. I just used to do more Pokemon content. But, like, a lot of my friends and people... Aw, dang it. A lot of my friends and people I knew were Poketubers, and therefore I was, like, in those circles. Yo, this mummy guy, this is our first... Whoops. I didn't mean to step here. This mummy guy, this is our first time seeing him, isn't it? He's got a unique card that we're gonna need. Got nothing on me. Big damage, big damage. Oh, this'll do it. Get wrecked, nerds. For Cyber Sleuth on the Switch, you can break the game by putting your Switch on sleep mode while in your lap and go to sleep. Wake up, your Digimon are now max level. Classic. Yeah, I remember that. Only like 3 people played Conquest? That's crazy. A few people on YouTube will do Conquest, but they seem to just run through the main story, and that's it. What a waste. Like, if you're gonna play Conquest on YouTube, obviously do it. It's your YouTube channel. You do whatever you want at the end of the day. But I feel like if you're gonna play Pokemon Conquest, you don't have to do the absolute awful 100% nonsense that I did, because that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done 100%. That was way too long. But you should definitely, you should play through all of the side stories, or at least some of them. The most fun, like, honestly, the main story, like, the starting point of Pokemon Conquest is the most boring part. K-Knuckle is probably not as good as the, Star Force. 4-3-4. Okay, so the K-Knuckle is meant to be, like, the best weapon you can get unless you have Link power like I do. 4-3-4, and this is 5-3-4. It's literally just one better. Yeah, so if I hadn't been able to open up the thing for the Star Force, then that would have been... Kaiser Knuckle would be what I'd use for the rest of the game. But anyways, again, it's their channels. They can do whatever they want, but I feel like you're kind of, like, doing yourself a disservice, doing Pokemon Conquest a disservice, and, like, I don't know. I feel like if I was watching someone play Conquest, then I would want them to play through all of the storylines. After the appearance of the invaders, the Mew were divided into those who embraced war and those who rejected it. Thank you. Pokemon Conquest, honestly, if you don't do the nonsense that I did with, like, trying to 100% it, which, again, I cannot stress enough, was a mistake, I shouldn't have done that, then, the game isn't even that long if you do all the storylines, as long as you know what you're doing. Goodbye. Kind of play the same genre of games I do generally, so I'm glad I'm finally here. Glad to have you. Yo, there's the Mummy Hand card I was talking about. I don't think I like that card. I don't remember. Wait a minute. Back this way. Back this way. Need a Fire Emblem Three Houses treatment of Pokemon Conquest? That'd be awesome. Conquest just deserves a sequel. If they made another Conquest, I would play it in a heartbeat on the channel. Do you think you'll be starting Star Force 3 in December-ish? No. I think what's going to end up happening is Star Force 3 probably won't happen until, like, January. I have a lot of games that I want to play for the rest of the year, and we're already in October, so I've only got, like, 3 months to play them all. There's new stuff coming out I want to play a lot. There's older games I want to play. So there was a bit of a break between Star Force 1 and 2 on the channel, wasn't there? So there will be a bit of a break between 2 and 3. I'll try not to make it too long of a wait. But it definitely will be a little while. I would have gone through all 3 of them, like, super fast back-to-back. Not super fast, but I would have gone through all 3 back-to-back if I wasn't, like, 100%ing them. But because I'm 100%ing them, I kind of need a break in between to focus on other stuff I want to do on the channel, you know what I mean? The Mew in the sky conquered all of the people below and ruled the earth. Was that the last one, chat, or did we need one more? I think we needed one more, right? That was 3 we just got? I've seen so many vids. I know you played through a lot of games I've played and wanted to play. I do play a lot of games. Especially JRPGs, if you like that. Love the Tales series. The Tales of series is my favorite series of games. Totally understandable to want to finish your own playthrough of Arise before watching mine. I get that. That's why the YouTube VODs are there. For people who don't want to watch as soon as they're coming out. Conquest 2 is like the only thing that'll make Chaos go back to Pokemon games. Yeah, probably. I'm not making any promises. So don't be surprised if I don't. I might play that Arceus game. I didn't actually watch the trailer of it that came out a while back, but I saw some stuff on... Oh my goodness, my stylus wasn't recognizing there. But I saw some of the stuff about it, and it does actually look kind of interesting. It might be worth a try. But I probably wouldn't play it day of release. I would wait until it gets some reviews and see what's said about it. And even then, I wouldn't count on it, basically, but there's a not zero chance that I might play it one day. Nailed it. I've never played Dragon Quest, so I don't, like, dislike Dragon Quest because of the game itself. Because I've never played it, so how could I know? It just doesn't, appeal to me. I have no desire to play it. I've got so much other stuff to play instead. Does Far Cry 6 drop tonight? Really? I'm not gonna do that on the channel. I'm not gonna do Far Cry 6 on the channel. I've got too much other stuff I want to do. But I'll probably play it on my own time, so I'll probably pick that up when I get Metroid Dread on Friday. I think we got all 4 there, didn't we? Pretty sure we did. So much chat interaction at the start of stream today. Oh, whoops. It's hard to focus on what's happening in the game when I'm talking with chat. See you later, Voidrum. Thanks for dropping in, brother. There are a lot of games coming out this month and next. A lot of stuff coming out at the end of the year.